Assalamu alaikum everybody. That's right. Ich bin in Deutschland. I will just say a few things I want to kind of compare. There's a big difference here between Egypt and between Deutschland. So at night I was at my friend's place and I had the key, so I went to like an internet cafe. Came back and he said to just leave the door open. So I was like really freaked out at night. I thought that someone would come in. I still don't. I mean, I just don't trust in everybody. I was in a taxi cab and he was like, "I'll take you to a place. Just go to check if it has internet." And I'm like, "No, you're getting out of the car with me, because I think he'll just drive off." So I was pretty freaked out at night, and I kept hearing creaking. Now, the last time I slept over, I was awakened by a fly, which kept coming on my face. It was the only thing uncovered. And then I would go like this, I would wake up, and then it would come back, and then it was so annoying, the most annoying thing ever. Well, now you had like a dog barking, and then a cat meowing. It was like, ruff, meow, ruff, meow. You might think it's a sound recording, but it was like that for, I don't know, at least 20 minutes or something. Uh, that was right before I was going to sleep. With some Quran in the background. When I woke up at like 4 a.m., I heard some Amr Diab. Maybe they had like, I don't know, changed. I don't know. But yeah, it's normal. Um, Identity. So, it's coming back. I mean, it's just a reoccurring thing. Uh, what the heck am I? And how do I fit into this whole, uh, human race, if you want to say that now? Race. I don't even know what the right. I mean, it's just a bunch of humans. They have different backgrounds, speak different languages, believe in different things. Religion, God, no God, all these different things. So I get in the cab going from my friend's house to the airport, and I'm speaking in Egyptian. And the guy's like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "America." He's like, "No, you're not. You're a liar. You're Egyptian." He won't believe me. So, I mean, alhamdulillah, it's good that my Egyptian's gotten to that level, even though a lot of people think I have an accent. So I guess it differs from person to person. Maybe he was just being nice. But I get to the airport and I do the English speaking thing. And the first guy, he just I mean, I think it's totally subconscious. He just keeps replying to me in Egyptian Arabic, even though I'm speaking to him in English. And I don't think he notices. I really don't. He just sees me. He sees this and he's like, "This guy's Egyptian." The second guy, he was speaking a little in English and then he just switched to Egyptian because I think it's just subconscious. You see this guy who looks Egyptian, you can't speak to him in English. Um, and even the immigration officer, he's like, "Are you of Egyptian origin?" And I was like, "No, I'm of Syrian origin." And so he's like, "What's your name?" So I had to give my big full name, which I've never ever used officially. So it's like my name, my father's name, my grandfather's name, my great grandfather's name, then my family name. Weird. So, Algerians, that whole big Algerian Egypt thing. Well, it's still going on. I saw it in the airport because there was a flight to Algeria right before I left, and it was very sad. They were mean. I could see them. They just like saw the passport. These like airport officials, and they're like, "Where are you going?" Well, they said it in Egyptian, and they're like, they told them Algeria, and then they're like, and they just walked away. So whatever. There's a rap song. It's so cool. It's in Arabic. If you understand Arabic, then you should listen to this because comes out. I think it's by an Egyptian guy, and the basic message is stop fighting over this thing and get together or something and join and fight for something that really matters, not a silly soccer game. So I'll try to post the link to that maybe if I can find it on YouTube or something. But I have it. I have the actual file. It's sweet. I really like it. So, link to rep song. Now, here's some more pros of missing my flight. So I met this Austrian lady. She had a very cute baby, and I met her in the airport. I watched her kid for a little bit. She basically was coming back from China. She was doing research on minorities there, and I'm interested in studying the Muslim minorities there. So I spoke to her a little bit in Chinese. She just had been there for I don't know how long, maybe 6 months or something, and she was working on her Chinese. and spoke to her a little bit in German because in Austria they speak German. And she gave me some candy from China that tasted very close to Butterfinger, and I love Butterfinger. That was sweet. Um, Interesting thing that before I left, this Spanish speaking lady, and it was like, it sounded so sweet. I don't know where she was from, you know, but maybe Spain or something. I don't know, but it sounded like sweet. It was so sweet. So, anyways, she was came in. She actually got to the gate like right before the big bus that takes you to the plane with no ticket, and she had like a special situation. But I think it was totally unnecessary, the reaction. I mean, she didn't look harmful at all, and they had like 7 or 8 officials surrounding her. No one even had a gun or a taser or anything, which is stupid. I mean, if she was dangerous, she was gonna like karate chop them all. You should get somebody in there who can, or maybe they all knew martial arts. I don't know. But I thought it was unnecessary, and they made a scene, and it kind of reminded me of Arabs or Muslims in the U.S. That might happen. It's like a little mistake, and then everyone's like just getting in there, making a scene. Just let it go. Let the person just deal with them on an individual basis. Another sweet thing, I met this German guy on the plane, and he was coming back from Tanzania. So he stayed in Cairo. So we were on the flight from Cairo to Berlin, and wow, we talked so much. We talked the whole way there, basically like 4 hours, and he taught me so much German, and we were talking in English the whole time, and I was helping him a little bit with his English, but it was really good English, mashallah. And he gave me his number and his email, and he lives in a town like between Berlin and Braunschweig, if I'm saying that correctly. And he also said, I was telling him, I was like, Germany, I know the stereotype is that it's famous for beer and chocolate. Well, I don't drink, but I'd like to get some good chocolate. And he's like, well, I have some friends who own this factory, and it's the best chocolate I've ever tasted. I was like, okay, so I'm gonna email him, and he's gonna give me the address. And he invited me, so I may just go to his town. I don't know. I want to go to Hamburg, and I'll be going to Munich before I leave as well. So I'm excited. This has been a pretty cool thing. Um, Interesting things about some Germans that I've noticed. And by the way, I've written down 142 new, like some are old, but German words on my phone for today. That's today's accomplishment. So I'm very proud of that. I'm very happy. Um, a lot of them, I mean, over 90% are very close to English words. Like Milch is milk, or Frucht is fresh, or Frucht is fruit. Um, Buch is book. Uh, you know, uh, Politik is like politics and stuff. Uh, Historie, Rieche, maybe is how you pronounce it, is history. So just German is supposed to be the easiest language for English-speaking people to learn. So, yeah, there are chances for me, inshallah. So, some interesting things about Germans. So, I went through all the malls. I had a mission. It was to find a scarf and a hat because it's so cold here. It's really cold. And so, I was going through all these malls. I was going up and down. They have escalators and they have these moving ramps. Very interesting. It's like not like an escalator. It's just like that, and you're just moving. So, I know in Washington D.C., the people who are standing are on the right, and everybody on the left is going. So I walk fast and I like stop right there because there's two people sitting or they're in the middle, and I'm like, come on, come on, but they just don't move. They won't move for the whole way. And I've seen other people do it, and they just run and then they stop there. And I guess there's nothing you can do. Maybe it's not polite to ask them to move. Kind of reminded me of Egypt and people walking in the middle of the street. So it's in other countries. Another thing, drinking beer and just like walking into a like shop, restaurant. I don't know, that was weird for me. He's just like drinking beer and hey, can I get this? It was a Turkish shop that was selling donors. I went in there because I wanted to try some authentic Turkish food. At least the closest thing. I mean, they were all Turkish.